What's up everyone? Simon here from EV Vita. Today we have a quick assembly video for the GT spoiler. Let's get right to it. So when you get the box and you open everything up, there's going to be this larger centerpiece. You also have these two pieces that are going to be 3M taped to the side, and then you'll have two covers. You should have a minimum of 10 silver screws. So we're going to show you how to put it together. When you get it, you're going to have to put it and align it with the corners. Now, it's designed so that you know which side is the correct size. For instance, if I try to slide this in on this side, it's not going to fit because the alignment is not there. And if I flip it around, it won't fit. So this particular side is going to be on here. So you are able to slide it in. So one of the things when we slide this in, make sure it goes all the way in, nice and flush. So how do you know it's nice and flush? Really, there shouldn't be any give. So we have this in here nice and flush. So the next step is to start installing the screws. So on this stand, we're gonna put one of these silver screws and align it to the middle. We do the center ones first because it allows us a little bit more wiggle room. I'm gonna go ahead and align it and start screwing it in. Now, make sure it's, again, nice and tight in there when you're screwing the screws are in. Use a hand screwdriver, manually screw this in instead of a power tool. You don't want to over torque this. You want to hand tighten as much as possible. And then we'll get this last piece in. Now, if you do this correctly, and this is the important part, and this is the one that we have a lot of issues with installation, is if you get this in there flush and aligned correctly, the fitment, when you put it on the vehicle, when you take off this 3M tape, it's going to be a lot better fitment than as opposed to if you don't have this aligned correctly. So it's critical that this is screwed in and is also flush inside. I'm going to quickly do this side as well. We now have this two pieces in. So there should be very little to no movement. If there is, we're going to tighten it a little bit further. So we're going to tighten this part here a little bit more. Make sure it gets in there. And I'm not really overly tightening it. I mean, every single screw is precisely the same in terms of the torque. I'm not really able to turn it anymore. I'm not overly exerting any energy to do so. So this is nice and tight and aligned. And then what you're going to do is with these little cap pieces, we basically put it over where you screw and simply go ahead and cover the screws up. This part is really having a nice clean cohesive spoiler on the bottom side, and this is practically done. This is what a completed install look like. It should be nice and flush on this side, and now we're going to go ahead and show you what the test installation fit should look like. So before you take off your 3M, always test fit. So basically what you're trying to do is you want to align this back piece with this right here. like that. Make sure fitment looks good. Similarly, you do it on this side as well. Align it. Once it looks like it's lined, it may not necessarily be sitting flush. It's okay. That's what the tape will do. Once you take the tape off, it will help you grab onto the area. Now, before you put any tape, as always, clean the area of dust with some rubbing alcohol, wipe it down, and then remove the adhesive. So I can tell right now the fitment is spot on. Now, are the edges raised a little bit? Yes, they are. But that's what the adhesive will do. Once you take it off, you push down on one side for about 20 to 35 seconds. Similarly, you go to this part as well because there's some adhesive in the middle. And then you work your way all the way back to this side and push it down. Remember, your goal is to get a match to the edge. So having two people will help as well. Nonetheless, when you push down, that should be more than enough to do the installation, and that will help you fit the spoiler. So again, if I have it right here, push down, and I go back on this side, and I push down, the fitment should be really good. So I'm gonna show you right now, walking around to show you really where the fitment is. Now it's not pushed down yet, so that's where the issues are. But if I push down, all this will be held really well with the adhesive. Again, when we push down, it will hold on. And then lastly, this side, we want to align it with this as well and push down. And when we do all that, it will align really well with both sides, and that's how you do the installation for the GT spoiler. You know, give us a shout out if you have any questions. And if we step back, and again, we haven't installed this all the way, we're just doing a test fitment, but this is what it looks like when it's all completed. As always, subscribe to our video, drop any comments that you may have. Thank you.